Hey, welcome to this edition of Manly Jobs. We're here in Clancy, Montana with Marx Lumber. Steve Marx is going to give us a tour today. His brother Gary's going to be on the next episode. This is super exciting as we learn about a small lumber family-owned company here in Montana. Stay with us for this episode of Manly Jobs. Welcome to Marx Lumber in Clancy, Montana. A hard-working, family-run sawmill tucked in the heart of the Big Sky country. From raw logs to finished lumber, they're all about quality, sustainability, and making the most out of every tree. Let's head inside and talk to Steve and see how this all happened.
My name is Steve Marx. I'm president of Marx Lumber in Clancy, Montana. Well, my family's been here since 1890, and it's just evolved into where we are today. I got out of high school in 1977, started logged for several years, did well at it. My dad wanted to retire, started ranching, lots more cattle. The cattle market was terrible, worse than terrible. And had a wreck, and I had to pay the bank, and we had a lot of ponderosa pine on our property, and railroad ties were pretty good. So we started sawing railroad ties on our rebuilt an old mill and knocked out a couple hundred railroad ties a day, and that lasted a couple years, and I got ahead, and we just haven't stopped.
Much of Steve's blood, sweat, and tears are built into this sawmill.
We're small, we do all specialty stuff, so I don't need a mountain of wood. We cut probably buy about 1.5 million feet of logs a year. Pretty picky on what we buy. I like to say we buy the T-bones. You can take the hamburger to the stud mills, because that's really what stud mills are good at. The products we make here, most of them have a circle sawn face on them. We can put a band sawn face, which is a vertical line on a board, perpendicular to the run. But circle sawn is kind of an old school deal.
Most mills today use modern saw technology for efficiency, but the circle saw still holds its place. Its rugged reliability and unique finish are exactly what some customers want, and Steve's love for the industry means honoring both innovation and tradition. Now it's time to learn about this sawmill. Every log starts at the debarker, where thick bark is stripped away so the saws can do their job. This debarker moves the logs rather than the debarker moving around the log. While circle saws aren't as efficient as modern blades, they're tough, reliable, and perfect for rugged logs. At Marx Lumber, using the right tool for the right job helps reduce waste, a key part of their commitment to sustainability. But it's not just machines doing the work. A trained sawyer makes the call on every cut, choosing how to get the most value out of each log. Logs are turned fast to get the best possible boards, all while keeping this rustic look Steve's customers love. After the head rig, the wood moves on to the next stage, either the resaw or the gang saw. A cant is a squared up chunk of wood left after the first cut. Those cants head to the gang saw, a powerful machine that slices one big cant into lots of boards all at once. Some boards even go through again to get edged. This setup can do both edge and gang saw. But it's not just a push and go. An operator still makes key choices about how each cant is cut. Next up is the resaw. Many of the sideboards cut at the head rig aren't quite ready yet. They head here to be resawn into usable boards. Steve takes pride in creating as little waste as possible. Thanks to smart design and innovation, the good part of the board moves on, while the thin outer piece, called a jacket, drops off and gets chipped up to be used in another product. Nothing goes to waste here. By utilizing every part, the Marx family shows their commitment to Montana's forests. Steve takes every chance he gets to train and teach his team, passing on many years of knowledge. Before the boards head to the green chain, they're examined one more time to make sure they meet Marx Lumber's standards. The green chain is the final stop inside the mill, where boards are sorted and sent on their way.
Some of the biggest challenges we face today is finding good employees that want to work, that are hungry and have the want. So when we hire people, you got to be dependable. You got to pass the drug test. You got to be able to communicate. You got to have the want to get here every day on time, all day long. And you do that, you get paid well, and you get to come back the next day.
Bark and sawdust are collected and used in a boiler to heat buildings during the cold Montana winters. A chipper turns scrap wood into sellable products. Even logs that don't quite make the cut, they become firewood. By using every part of the log, Steve keeps his operation diverse and his employees working year-round.
If I've got logs coming in for different contractors, I'll put contractor A here and contractor B here, and then when we're going through as a mill, we can kind of see how their quality is. I buy everything by the ton. So what the advantages of inland timber versus coastal timber, and Montana's by far in, is the slow-growing fibers in the wood. And as you can see in these logs here, our growth rings are close together. They're a 1/16 of an inch apart. Whereas if this was a coastal fir, we'd have growth rings probably 1/2 inch, 3/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch. That log there that's the kind of what makes our bread and butter there.
Product diversity and constant innovation are key. This is how Marx Lumber, and Steve in particular, stay profitable and ahead in a changing industry. From useful products to deep-rooted tradition, Marx Lumber represents the spirit of Montana, hardworking, dependable, and built to last. Steve's passion for quality, people, and the land shines through in every board. And as the Marx Lumber sign stands tall, it reminds us all this isn't just a sawmill, it's a legacy.